Hey everyone, it's Lord Magicus, and we're back for round 3 of Merfolk in Legacy. So, Tux is still here with us. Yeah, let's take a look at this. We have a pretty reasonably good hand here. I think we...
Yeah,
Yeah, like...
it has the combo in it, so it's automatically better
It
than like
has
every other
the
hand we
combo
have.
and force to back it up.
Yeah,
We're
it
on
is
the draw.
automatically better.
So,
It's like we want to play Silver Guild Adept, then kill the Silver Guild Adept, and then go combo off with protection.
right. So, Misty Rainforest, so maybe we're up against Delver. Play Snow-Covered Island Pass. So, yeah, we need to get a card in our graveyard, so I guess we have to try to, like, play Silver Guild to bait something out first.
Yeah.
Drawing, like, Cavern of Souls would be nice.
I mean, Silver Guild is the kind of card that you want to counter if you can, or get rid, like counter if you can anyway.
This might be, like,
It's
Miracles.
kind of an even exchange. It looks like Pile. Or is it? It could be Pile or Delver. Looks like a Pile list.
Maybe Maverick splashing for, like, Oko.
Yeah.
Which actually, what the fuck is this nonsense?
Okay then.
Welcome
to the O2 bracket.
I don't know if I guess I let this resolve?
Yes.
They're a blue deck, then they have, like, Force, I'm assuming. So
yeah,
maybe this is some kind of High Tide deck and they're playing, like, Veil of Summer or something.
Doubtful, but...
That's the only deck I know that even plays this card, so, like... What the okay, so this...
Welcome to the O2 bracket.
Okay. That's actually a problem because Scavenging Ooze means that we're not going to have any realistic chance to, like, shift into here without doing it in one turn.
Yes, that's okay.
That's definitely okay. I think we have to get this Vial in
Just
line.
jam the Vial, yeah. Get that Vial going, and then we
once it gets up to 2, then we just win.
Yep.
Okay. And we just are forcing anything that eats our Vial.
Pitch one of these Master of the Pull Triumphs that never matter, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of does matter. They have an island in play, so...
Yeah, but damage doesn't matter. So.
Yeah, this is probably not a match where we're gonna win with damage because I'm sure they have stuff like Knight of the Reliquary. So it looked like Edric. Okay.
Edric is. They're gonna draw a lot of cards, but like they need to draw the right ones, and I'm not sure they're gonna match.
They're gonna get to draw like 5 cards.
Yeah, they will. That is kind of scary, actually. That does increase the chance that they actually do draw the right ones.
Well, they have to draw like 2 forces in a 3-color deck and have 2 blue cards to pitch to it, so that's a big ask.
Yeah. Especially something that's like not actually really that base blue, apparently. Chalice probably doesn't help us at all, because they have shown literally 0 cards that Chalice actually affects.
Yeah, I guess we just play Silver Guild Adept and try to block this Edric or something. Maybe if we're lucky we draw another land. That's very good. Okay, that helps a lot. So we just have to untap, basically, and we win.
Pretty much.
Drawing a land would be great, because then we could play around Days. No!
Drawing a land would be great so we can actually play a
Oh my god, no, why? What is happening? Fuck.
I think you don't block.
They're tapped out here. Yeah, oh well, you know what? That's fair.
Maybe. Depending on what they do here. Squadron Hawk.
I guess we're just praying to draw a land at this point, so...
Yes. Yes, we are.
Fuck it. We can draw Squadron Hawk. That's not going to put blue cards in your hand for force.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hello. We got more fish friends here. So we are in the middle of round 3 right now. It's been a tough day for Merfolk.
Are you 0-3 so far?
Well, this is the 3rd round, but we lost the first 2, yes, so we could block here, or we could just... Yeah, I think we just take it...
Have a card.
Yeah.
Let's just draw a land.
Draw a land and win like a fucking champion.
Actually, too, plus you have double force, so even if they can interact, which I don't know what this deck is, by the way. I think
Right.
We don't know what this is the O2 bracket, so like
Oh.
weirdness.
Right. Oh yes, we're so good at magical cards.
Jam, 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 jam.
All right, put it on wizard for style. All right, paradigm shift.
Boop.
Boop. Force me, bro. Go on. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
They're a little upset right now.
They should be a little upset. It's about time that we finally got to do this today.
Yeah.
They didn't even let me show them that I had it. They just assumed.
I mean, it's a pretty good assumption.
All right.
Honestly, that's like kind of an interesting bait. Honestly, you could kind of like do that next time. See
if I'm losing, like, yeah, absolutely, just do it and see if they concede. All right, so I'm guessing Dismember Harbinger is where we want to be with this. Maybe Relic.
I don't know anything about Legacy, so
I'm not sure I like the Relic very much. They didn't really show anything that's cared that much about the Relic.
It's usually with these kind of decks, it's like Scavenging Ooze and then like Knight of the Reliquary, but we haven't actually seen them play that stuff. So if they're playing Squadron Hawk, they probably have like Stoneforge Mystic in their deck because they're going to play like swords to put on the birds.
Yeah.
So there's a reasonable argument for Null Rod, but I think that we probably just want Harbinger and Dismember.
I think we just want to like win the game ourselves more than that. Like, Chalice is bad, being in Dismember, being in Harbinger, that's that. Nothing else is really that appealing.
Baron makes me sad, like it's not a Merfolk.
Yeah, but it being a wizard is still kind of fine because most of the stuff is a wizard. We have to cut one card here. Do we have any suggestions?
I do not know anything about
Trident.
Legacy.
They have islands though. Like this could be actually good.
But not because we're never killing them with combat damage ever.
We could. You don't know. It might happen.
Doesn't really happen.
Fun. It just makes me.
Royal West is also a shame that's possible.
It might be a little bit too slow for this deck because like the Caracas doesn't do very much against them.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cut the Teleria West. Should I like? They also might be like a wasteland deck, so maybe we need more lands. But 11 basics, we'll be fine. Whatever. We have 20 lands in Vial still.
Hopefully.
This will be okay.
But yeah, I would have liked if they made him a Merfolk. I'm not sure too much in Legacy how relevant it with Wizards creature types are, but you know, also
this is a straight
right now
mulligan.
It's very relevant that it's a wizard creature type.
Yeah, a lot of people have been looking more towards the wizard shift version of the deck instead of like Merfolk. So this is a very, very easy mulligan. 6 lands, do nothing. This is actually much better.
Much better.
So I guess we keep here. What do we want to put back? We could put a land back, or we could maybe put like Silvergill back.
I mean, does that deck counter have like main deck counters? It's all blue.
They are playing blue, but we haven't seen them play like Force or anything. I'm assuming the blue is for Oko in their deck.
They have a bunch of other blue too, so it's not irrelevant.
They also have Edric. We did see them play that, so
yeah.
They could have Force, but I don't really believe that they have a lot of counter magic.
And plus, you know, just you
get
to be kind of wasteland immune if you don't.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Well, the other problem though is they are green, and they might bring in something like Choke, so we might want to consider keeping Cavern for that reason.
I mean, by turn 3, I think you'll have a board.
I think I'm gonna put an island in the bottom because more often than not, this deck I think has like Choke more than like they love bringing that card in against us.
Right.
So I'll play around it slightly. So let's see, no Noble Hierarch in turn 1. That's kind of good news. Means they're off to a little bit of a slow start, but
I actually didn't get to talk about it, but I played in another league. I played in another modern league tonight or yesterday night with Remand in the main deck, and I went 4-1, which was awesome. I've been doing really well. It's just basic mono blue with just Remand somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Remand's been feeling really good lately. I don't know. It's just I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of it, just because
Yeah.
2 mana is a lot. 2 mana is just a lot.
Well,
I'm not a fan.
So this was a discussion I saw a bunch of people having. All right, if Counterspell is legal in Modern, do you still think Remand sees play? And I think the answer is yes, because I think decks like Storm still want Remand.
Maybe. I don't think Counterspell would be the end all be all Counterspell in all actuality, because as long as stuff like Mystical Sanctuary is still a thing.
Deprive still has like value, so.
And
all right, we got to decide what to play here. I guess a Silvergill, but like, what land do we want to play with it?
I am not a Legacy expert, so
I think that I want to go Cavern of Souls, Silvergill Adept.
I want to go Island. Respect Wasteland always. If it gets dazed, it's
okay. No, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried.
Also, really.
I'm worried about them untapping and just choking me, and I don't want to like go down 2 islands because
I am not concerned about choking the slightest.
Okay, fine. We'll
I'm
do it.
staring at a tropical island over there.
We'll do it your way.
Anyway, and like I think like it's something that's secretly not talked about is the generic mana versus blue.
Yes.
Something that's like
that is very relevant.
It is like very like people don't talk about it, but it's the best part about that card that I think is missed a lot of the time when you're like looking. Like I've had situations right where I have like 3 islands and immutable. I play like my Merfolk Trickster, and now I can't play my Deprive. And honestly, I think like sure, not being able to cleanly deal with something forever is a shitty thing, but being able to like use a big chunk of their mana for like a good tempo play is much more worth it than just getting rid of a threat forever.
Yeah. Can we just... What the fuck happened here? Fae of Wishes? Why did they tap the tropical island for this?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm so confused by what's going on here. Alright.
Does it matter? Like holding up like a single like...
I think... Alright. We play another Silvergill here.
Now I wouldn't mind playing like one of your like non-islands. If you're still afraid of choke.
I'm gonna play Cavern of Souls, and I'm gonna name Merfolk.
Cool. And like and a lot of the time like Merfolk just really needs one more turn, and I think that's like what Remand does is give Merfolk that extra turn they need versus like something like Deprive, right?
In some
the problem is you should just be playing Force already.
Yeah.
Force does a similar job, but does it much better.
I think the problem is like I don't know.
Alongside Force, I honestly don't really like Deprive at all, but it's like a clean counter spell that people play, which I see the value in it. But
this is not good.
What does that do?
So every time one of their creatures deals damage to me, they get to draw a card, which means this Fae of Wishes is going to poke in. It has like a Curiosity on it right now.
Yep.
Which is very good when they only have like 3 cards in hand.
And
the good news is though we can play Master and smack them back for a lot.
True.
We can race them.
More.
What are they doing? A Noble Hire. Whatever. Okay, they're going to die in like 2 turns, so... Oh, come on, just draw, like, Paradigm Shift. Alright, that's actually very good, because we can Trickster this Spy Master down so they don't get to draw a bunch of cards next turn. So, I think I want to play Master here. And I will even walk this into a counterspell, because I'm going to hold up Trickster on this Spy Master.
Nice. And yeah, and, like, I like Remand plus Force, where you can just have, like, that, like, real, like, Time Walk-esque and like really esque effects where you can just like blow them out with like really. Cause I had Remand. Every time I've had Remand, I've been really happy with it. and I've been thinking about bumping it up to 3 and just not playing with Deprive, like at least in the main deck. Having a hard counter spell.
Here's the problem with the biggest problem with Remand. 1-drops and 2-drops are what Magic are about. Like, solely about. Remand does not trade well with most cards.
That's not the point. That's not really the point. It's not to trade. It's to just buy you enough time to be able to close out.
It doesn't buy time then. Like, it doesn't actually buy time.
Yeah, it does. Like,
Remand doesn't actually buy the time you need.
Yeah, it
does.
Okay, I think maybe like there's a lot of debate about counter spells, but that is kind of modern, and I want to focus on Legacy for right now because that's what we're in the middle of doing.
We're in the middle of a Legacy match, which I guess we can trade with the Scoos here, or the
I think I want to eat this thing before they start drawing a million cards.
More millions of cards, yeah.
Yeah, I can worry about the rest later, but this has to die right now.
Yeah, because Bant deals with the Scoos pretty well.
Yes, we have tons, and we can even maybe play Riptide Lab next turn, bounce Silvergill, and draw another card.
Probably will. We just have to find stuff. We'll just cast that first.
Okay, so do I want to use this Cavern for this right? No, I think I want to not use the Cavern because I may draw Paradigm Shift and want to go for that.
Yes. Silvergill is not a card worth really interacting with.
Mm-hmm. If they want to counter this, like, that's fine. You can force it or whatever.
Yeah. Like, we want them to interact with our Silvergill Adepts. It means they're not interacting with other things.
Oh my god. Alright, so I guess attack.
I'll play out the Riptide.
Do you want, we attack first and then play Riptide?
Sure, yeah.
Because we can always block with this Silvergill and then bounce it in response.
Yep.
Some pretty nice value. That's cool.
Well, I'm glad that Riptide is going to do something relevant this time instead of just being useless to us. So
Riptide's great. I'm very, very happy about Riptide in general.
Okay, they can use Scavenging Ooze and gain some life, but that's not really relevant here.
Nope. I mean, with the way the shape of this game is going, we just kill them with Silvergills.
So I guess we just pass here. I want to know what this Fae of Wishes is for. Like, they have to have something fun in their sideboard that they're going to just surprise us with.
Who knows? Like, this is really kind of a nonsense deck.
Yeah, but I mean, like, blue nonsense decks are usually what we're good against, so...
Yeah. I mean, nonsense. Having a game plan is just good in general.
Alright.
I feel somewhat confident about a game plan being somewhat better than theirs.
So yeah, they can attack for a whole, like, 1 damage this turn, which would be great.
Yeah.
We get to counterattack for at least 4. Okay. They're gonna
pretty much just 4.
Yeah, they really haven't touched you at all, huh? Now that I just kind of noticed, they haven't really, like, put in any pressure until, like, just now.
Yeah, watch this. Ready?
Oh my god, it's actually pretty fancy.
Doink.
Doink. Riptide Lab is great.
It's actually pretty sweet.
Nice attack. Oh!
That's our plan now.
Alright, so I guess Silvergill first and then True Name.
Yeah. Might as well show the Oracle again.
Yeah, they already know about Oracle, so we may as well do that. True Name is just going to kill them in like 2 turns.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that could make this better is if we draw like a Master of the Pearl Trident. They're going to hardcast Force. Oh, well, okay. Sure. You
still have to pay the life.
You got me.
Do they still have to pay the life if they hardcast Force?
No. You don't, that's only the alternate cost. However, oh, they just gave up to True Name. Fuck it. So.
At least you got one.
There we go. So we win at least 1 match here. So we had a close first game. The Death and Taxes was like terrible, but we actually just like completely curb stomped this deck. So that is the end of round 3. So we will be back with round 4. So thanks everybody. I'll see you next time.